Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Charles. I've been raising capital for energy companies for nearly 25 years, 3 to 4 billion, something like that. Capital is the lifeblood of startups. You live or die by access to it, so I just want to try to help you get it right today. I think that very often companies get this wrong at the beginning, and so I want to talk a little bit about how advisors are often selected and where I think it's wrong. None of you select an estate agent on the basis of them having given you the highest valuation, because you know if you do that, it's not what's going to be delivered, and what you're effectively creating is an auction of the dishonest, where you will select the most dishonest agent. But this is the most common error that we see in capital raising for startups. The truth is that your advisor does not set the value of your company. The market will set the value of your company, and selecting which market will affect it, but that is the value. It is not through the advisor. We can influence it, but we will not set it. So don't choose the advisor that comes to you with the highest valuation. They are probably the least honest of the advisors that you will engage. Seniority is another common one. Quite often, advisors will stuff pitches with grey hair, and I'm proud to have a great deal of that. It can be an asset sometimes, but actually young and hungry guys can be fantastic in getting deals done. And a lot of the senior guys that you see at the pitch, you may never see again. Fees, don't pay too much, but don't pay too little. There is a market standard. There's not much need to deviate it from it. And remember, if you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. And one final point, promises. A lot of promises may be made. Please judge your advisors on the basis of their actions and not words. So how would an advisor choose an advisor? That's probably a better way to go about it. I would use these 5 criteria, and I'm going to give you a little bit on each one. Network. That is the number one thing that you're buying. And it has 2 aspects to it. Breadth, and that is breadth from tax-advantaged capital, family offices, institutional, financial capital, corporate venture capital. But make sure that they have breadth. And some of those communities may offer the highest valuation. You want an advisor who has depth in that community. But really you want to span. Okay, so there's breadth of relationships, and the second component is depth of those relationships. Do they really know throughout that community? How long have they known those investors? Okay, so make sure that you've got real breadth and depth. And it's by having a wide selection of potential investors. That's how your advisor brings you pricing power. That's how you end up controlling valuation, not because they put a number in an Excel spreadsheet to you a month before. The other advantage of real depth of relationships is that they know the behavior of that capital. So they will know who's going to put in liquidation preferences, who might rug you on valuation the night before, who you really want as a long-term shareholder in your business. Credibility. Your advisor should be credible. They act as a filtration system for VCs who may see upwards of 50 pitches a week sent into their inbox. They should be capable of educating the investor if there's any complexity about your business that they don't yet understand. And they should be ready to challenge you on the assumptions that are wrong, things that they've seen before and they know won't work. Okay, so look for real credibility in your advisor. And track record is where you can see that they have the network and where they have the credibility. So drill your advisor on their track record. They should know who are the wolves in VC, who are the sheep, and who are the wolves in sheep's clothing. And having track record, having done transactions in private markets in your vertical, means that they should know more about valuation than anyone else because they've closed deals at valuations which haven't been disclosed. So if they have that credibility and track record, listen to them. I just want to mention collateral because your algorithms may be brilliant, your product design may be brilliant, but the first thing many investors will see is your pitch deck and your financial model, and you will be judged on the quality of those. So seek the advisor's help on those. They should have the resources and the capability to support you. Sometimes they might send your investment memorandum to graphic designers to make it look glossy. Other firms will send it to a group of strategy consultants in-house who will go and rework that business plan properly for you before it goes out. And finally, attitude. Okay? Are they going to be a long-term partner or just throw mud at the wall and see what sticks on this round? Are they willing to share hard truths with you about your business? Because those are going to come out through the capital raising process. Are they thinking long-term about how they structure the investors so that the next round that follows is de-risked and assured a higher valuation? And go with your gut. Because if you don't trust them, then there's a very strong chance that the VC side don't trust them either. Okay, so those are the 5 criteria that I would give you. I think if you want to judge Apricum on those criteria, we should stand up well. 14 years exclusively in clean tech, 2 businesses, investment banking and strategy consulting. And then we've a very deep technical and engineering base beneath that. So those are the 5 criteria that I suggest you use. We're very proud of our association with some Ecosummit alumni over the years. There's a picture of a man in makeup if you want to speak to him later. And if you are seeking capital, especially anything from north of 10 million euros, Series B capital, do come and engage us. And if we're not the right advisor for you, we'll try and direct you in the right direction. Thank you, and best of luck.